Fifth Union Creatives. I'm going to show you guys how I took this image here for a client and created a decal out of this. They wanted a 16 by 16, which is not necessarily going to be that, as you can tell because of the shape, but it is 16 inches roughly across. I'm in Illustrator, and I'm going to go ahead and create a vector from here. So I'm going to show you guys what I did because I already did it ahead of time. So there's that. I'm going to take this image and save it as an SVG file so that I can open it up in my cutter. The cutter I am using, as you all know, is the Silhouette Cameo. This is going to be in red and gold. And I will show you guys because, as you know, the Silhouette Cameo only cuts up to 12 inches. So this will be cut 16 inches in length by its width. And I'll be able to fit 2 of these on a sheet, and then I'll cut one separate. I'm saying that because I'm cutting 3 of these decals for the client. This circle, as you notice, because we need 16 inches, this is bigger than what the 16 inches is. So I'm going to show you guys how to go ahead in Silhouette Studio, how to cut something bigger than what the machine can actually cut. Okay, I'm here in Silhouette Studio, as you guys can see now. All right, this is what I was talking about being able to have both of these set up. Now, these extra red lines here are the cut lines. Okay, I just did these extra so that I can save all these, these extra pieces as a scrap vinyl. I can save those for another project. All right, as you can see here, I already have the circle split in half, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I went ahead and did that. All right, and you'll be able to line it up so it forms its circle. Client will not be able to tell the difference again unless they're looking at it, and half the time it's really not going to matter so long as you get the project done and it looks proper. All right, but I'm just showing you guys how to go about cutting something larger than what the cutting mat is as far as your scaled up design. All right, so you're gonna go over here and let's select the shape. Okay, let's select the circle because that's what we did here. All right, so just for the purpose of showing you guys how to divide this, I went ahead, I created a circle. All right, you can just go right up over here, select this shape. If you're looking at the left side of the screen, all right, you'll select the circle. I went ahead and did that, made that here. Now the trick is you're going to come here to the panel and you want to look at this here. Okay, open the modified panel. Prior to doing that though, after you've created your circle, you want to go ahead and create another shape, the rectangle, which will be on top. Again, this is just to split this so as you cut it, there is no gap in between. Okay, it's going to evenly split it. There will be 0 of a gap. As you see here, I went ahead and I created the rectangle that is on the top. If you don't know that, whether it is or not, right click on it and bring to the front. Okay, just to make sure. Now that's in the front. What you then want to do is you want to unclick those, click on the red circle. You're gonna go up to the top, look for object, you're gonna go to modify. When you go to modify, you're gonna detach lines. Okay, you'll know that it went ahead and detached it because now this border will now be over the whole circle, where previously this border was actually sitting inside of here. All right, so now what you want to go ahead and do that you detach the lines is you want to select both of these. You want to come back up here to your modified panel. You're going to click divide. Now you hit divide, all of a sudden you'll now see these lines. You take this line here, you just back up, you'll notice it's created a whole nother shape. Never mind that. If you click this middle line here, you'll notice a whole nother shape. Never mind those. What you can then do, just highlight both of them, hit delete on your keyboard, they're both gone. Now you have an even split. Okay, just so you can see this now. All right, it's an even split. You're gonna tell here. See that? If you use the knife, like I was mentioning before, I don't know if I mentioned it, if you use this knife, which I'm showing you on the left panel, and you went and tried to slice these, it would leave a gap similar to that. Maybe not as wide, but it's going to leave a gap that when you went to put these two together to tape up, they're not going to align no matter what you do. This one would align, but then the bottom one wouldn't, and vice versa. This way, everything stays kosher. I'm going to go ahead and Control Z. You're going to notice, and I'm going to zoom in just so that you guys can actually see that there is no gap. Okay, let me just zoom in a bunch here really quick. Let's get us down to it. Let's bring us over, and you'll be able to see for yourself. Okay, you notice that? There's zero gap there. Now, I'm going to highlight that. I'm gonna move it over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the little arrow key. And you're gonna notice, you see now it's a little gap. You'd probably have a gap like that if you use the knife. But that's how you go ahead and cut larger designs that exceed your cutting mat. All right, when you're cutting out your decals. I'll go ahead and show you guys the official decal when it's all said and done. But I just wanted to show you guys that it is possible to cut larger designs on the Silhouette Cameo, the earlier models prior to the Pro, you know, and even the Plus. So any designs that are larger than a 12-inch, you can actually do. All right, and this is the way to go about doing it. Stay tuned for more videos. But as I mentioned, coming up, I'm going to show you guys the finalized decals. And this is the finished decal. Obviously it's in 2 parts, but semi hold it together. As you can see, I overlapped it. Now I want to show you the piece on where we split it. You can't even tell where the gap is, right? You got to look really close, and there it is. But you can barely tell. That lump that you're seeing right there, that's just the overlapping of the paper that it's sitting on. Other than that, that's how you go ahead and you cut an oversized decal on your Silhouette. All right, gold and red, flash hand. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave whatever comments at the bottom for me. Got any questions, leave them down there. And I'll make sure to try to get back to you guys in a timely fashion. All right, until then, may God bless y'all.